Hello and welcome to Euphoria. This week I just thought I'd spend a few minutes showing you how I framed the mock that I made recently, this Starship schematic or status display. I had some fun making this display piece, showing the status of the various sections of a fictional starship, and it seemed to be quite a popular diversion from my usual mocks in minifig scale for my Lego City. You can see the video all about how I made it and how to change it up on the channel, or by following the link shown above. The result is a ship schematic in the classic form of a plan and profile view, and a simple and quick way to check the current status of your favourite starship. But I thought that a nicer way to present this would be in a shadow box frame, so that's what we'll be looking at in this video. I found a range of shadow box frames at Hobbycraft, a British arts and crafts materials retailer, although I'm sure they're available from plenty of other suppliers. I chose this frame, which is nominally an 18 by 18 centimetre frame, and there's a white mount behind the glass with an aperture which is nominally 15 by 15 centimetres. The 18 centimetre measure is the inside dimension of the back, and the outside is more like 20 centimetres. The frame has a depth of 3 centimetres, but I'll have to see what happens inside when I take the back off. It's fairly easy to take the back off just by prising up the clips at the sides. I usually just bend up 3, then lift the back out. The back also has a kind of loop for hanging the frame on a wall if you wanted to do that. Inside there's a kind of spacer that goes round the outside between the back and the mount, although you can put the mount at the back with the spacer in front of it. Now I'm going to try fitting the Lego build in the frame. If you watched the build video for this mock, you'll have seen that this Lego schematic is built on a 20 stud by 20 stud backplate, which is 16 by 16 centimetres, and the edge is made of so-called panels round the outside, giving it an overall depth of 1.6 centimetres. Now, this was designed without any thought during the design of framing it, so I'm hoping that this build is going to fit nicely inside this frame. Well, it does fit comfortably inside, with just a bit of space round the outside. The depth is just slightly more than the depth of the spacer, but I think the mock is going to fit okay within the overall depth of the frame. Just checking the way it fits from the front, even though the mount is only 15 centimetres square, the ship schematic looks like it's all still visible. That's because the panels forming the edge of the display use one stud all the way round, so that the actual display area is 18 by 18 studs, not 20 by 20 studs, and that's 14.4 centimetres, which is all visible through the 15cm aperture in the mount. Now there is still some movement within the frame. Originally I was thinking of somehow attaching the Lego build to the back of the frame, but as it's such a good fit, I'm just going to fill in the gap between the build and the spacer to hold it in place. A small strip of corrugated card should do the trick, so I'm cutting some strips of card and trimming them to the right length to go round the sides. The good thing about corrugated card is that it will squash slightly, although some kind of foam strip might be better in that regard. I fitted 2 strips of card round the outside, and sort of jammed in the Lego build. But then I found it was so tight it was actually bending the spacer, so it was probably stressing it a bit too much. So I took one of the strips of card back out again, and that gave a much more comfortable fit while still keeping the build secure. I think the bit of play left with the spacer was okay. All that's left is to fit the back into the frame and secure it with the lugs. So that's how I framed my design for a Starship status display built out of Lego. I think it adds quite a lot to the original display, although of course once it's in the frame it's difficult to change the colours showing the status of different parts of the ship. But that isn't something I want to do all the time once I've decided on a set of colours that I like. I expect to get back to building in minifig scale and continue looking at improvements to my building mocks and Lego City, although there might be some other projects in the pipeline as well. Let me know if you'd like to see more standalone builds like this, or if it should be back to Euphoria for my next transmission. Please hit that like button if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you don't miss out on any updates on Lego sets, modular buildings, my own designs and builds, updates on my Lego City and other Lego related stuff.